Hello everyone, it's Scott here from AnimeBlurayUK, and still be unboxing the UK Steelbook Blu-ray release of Attack on Titan Season 1, which is being released into the UK via Crunchyroll. And as always, we will start by taking a closer look at the outer packaging, starting with the front cover. Now you'll notice that there isn't really much artwork to look at, but what we do have is the logo for War Maria, featuring one of the daughters of Ymir, and then underneath that we have Season 1 Attack on Titan logo and then the BBFC logo. So it's pretty clear and simplistic, but it does fit the themes of Attack on Titan quite well. Moving on to the spine, we have Attack on Titan Season 1 in sort of a stylish text with the Crunchyroll logo towards the bottom. And then finally we have the back cover, which is a little bit of cardboard that folds around the steelbook case and sticks onto it at the front with a bit of glue. Kind of like the limited edition releases that Crunchyroll do, but this time the glue actually comes off relatively easily. So on the back cover, we've got a visual of Eren against the Colossal Titan, a brief synopsis of this first season, a couple of screenshots, and then a listing of the bonus features, in this case the episode commentaries, the making of Attack on Titan, Chibi Theatre, Fly Cadets Fly, Attack on Titan at Anime Expo, the Eye Catch Gallery, and then textless opening and ending songs. And then underneath that, you'll notice that there's the technical details, which in this case 25 episodes across 4 Blu-ray discs, with the episodes themselves presented in English and Japanese audio, with the audio being in 5.1 for English and stereo for Japanese, which is pretty much standard for a Funimation/Crunchyroll release. Now at this point you may be wondering, are the discs different to what have been released previously in the UK? Which I'll talk a little bit more about later, but I can confirm that the discs themselves are entirely different to what has previously been released in the UK. So this set is the first time that we actually get proper fixed discs for Attack on Titan Season 1. But before I go into that in more detail, let's take one final tour around the actual packaging. So there we had with front cover, got the spine, and then here we have the back cover, which as mentioned before is a bit of cardboard that sticks to the back of the, the back and around the actual steelbook case. So if I remove this here, you'll notice a little bit of glue, and there's another part at the top here. So if you want to keep these in place, you can do, but it makes it very difficult in opening the actual steelbook case. But if you do remove them, then you can easily open the steelbook case. And obviously on the back cover, we have here the Titan in the wall, which, you know, is kind of a little bit of a spoiler that you might see in the series if you've never watched it before. But for those that know, you know. So there we have the little cardboard cover removed that has all the information. And so once you remove that, you've got a clear look at the actual artwork around the steelbook case. And as mentioned, the steelbook design and artwork is very reminiscent of the walls within Attack on Titan. So obviously this is the first season, so we've got War Maria because that is the first wall. Once we open it up, we are welcomed with the actual Blu-ray discs themselves. So disc 1 has episodes 1 to 9 and some bonus features, which I believe are just the episode commentaries for that particular bunch of episodes. Disc 2 has episodes 10 to 13 and the remaining bonus features. Disc 3 has episodes 14 to 22 and any relevant bonus features, again most likely episode commentaries, and then Disc 4 has episodes 23 to 25 and the remaining bonus features. Interestingly, the disc artwork is a bit different to what has been used previously. Now the layout is pretty much the same, but the actual artwork being used on the discs is just sort of a picture of a wall with a different colour for each disc, whereas previous releases have had sort of a silhouette of a character on the actual discs themselves. Now, as I mentioned before, Attack on Titan has been released in the UK previously as a Deluxe Collector's Edition Part 1, which had the bonus features on a DVD disc, and then was also re-released later on in 2016 as Attack on Titan Season 1 that combined both Part 1 and Part 2 together in a single season box, with the Blu-ray having the actual bonus features this time as opposed to being on a DVD disc. However, the Blu-ray discs themselves did feature a variety of different issues. For one being, the subtitles were actually for the English dub rather than the Japanese version of the series, and more notably, the chapter markings for each episode were 5-minute increments as opposed to being part A, part B, opening, ending, etc. And I'm glad to say that this season 1 Crunchyroll re-release of the series on the Steelbook actually uses the Crunchyroll disc masters, so all those issues have been fixed and rectified in this particular set. Basically, it means after 10 years, we now finally have a Blu-ray release of Attack on Titan the way that it should have been. So that's pretty much what you can expect to receive from the UK Steelbook Blu-ray release of Attack on Titan Season 1, which will be available in the UK via Crunchyroll.